and my plans. Battle the kid is white flags. Not on my level where I stand. Got it, I'm shooting a hot hand. Out of the gym, I was locked out. I failed, the kid was a dropout. I changed the game and it's up now. The city that need me is clear now. The people is giving the damage. The people is giving the...
Sandman, I can tap dance through the energy blast. Run flat, never pop your orbit. I keep energy in storage. I see spinning the globe, my fingertip itch. If I could pluck the earthquake hit. Look at the wrist, look at your body, I shake it and shift. Big fish in a small pond. Godzilla with a boot on. I step into your lawn. Turn skyscrapers into croutons. Hit the button going high speed. Need a megaphone to announce me. I move through the pygmies in the top pick. Gotta pick fleas. Sit back, better breathe deep. Look around and they looking at me. 10 toes still never defeat. Push button never needed a key. I see they ain't ready for me. Hot boy still 100 degrees. I cross eyes and I dotted the T's. E&D till I leave in peace.
Giving the damage. The people is giving the... The people is giving the damage. The people is giving the...
I give it all that I got will never stop. I give it all, straight to the top, will never stop. I give it all that I have, I let it be, cause nobody's better than me. What do you see? Give it all. Yeah, all that I got, I give it everything. They lost the plot, they think I'm menacing. They wanna talk, but I ain't settling. Circle is tight, feeling like better rains. Whole lot of globetrotting, man, they don't know nada. Bro, gotta show something to me and go harder. So proper, nah, not that, we sure gotta. Me, 100 degrees tougher than Booker T. Couldn't agree more, but could it be? I think higher than them all. Truthfully, my pen fire and then some. A body addendum. Take this whole thing for ransom. Give it all I got for attention. Not a mention of life well lived, for instance. Give it all. I give it all that I got.
The 4 years and dedication they have given to the athletic department. And we also like to thank the parents tonight for giving us the opportunity to work with your sons and daughters. And at this time, we will begin with senior Gavin Barker. Gavin is the son of Jeremy and Christy Barker. Gavin has played football all 4 years of high school. Gavin is also a member of the varsity baseball team. Gavin's proudest accomplishment at Crestview was earning All-Ohio in football at linebacker his junior year. What he will miss most about being a Cougar is the atmosphere of playing on Friday nights. After graduation, Gavin will join the Union or play college baseball. Senior number 25, Gavin Barker. Our next senior is Elise Belcher. Elise is the daughter of Rick and Cheryl Belcher. This is her first year on the football team. She's also a member of the soccer team for 4 years and captain. She was a 4-year letter winner in golf, played basketball for 2 years, the vice president of the National Honor Society, and Bible studies. Her proudest accomplishment at Crestview is being a 3-sport athlete while still doing well in school. She will miss seeing friends every day and some of my favorite teachers going to sporting events. After graduation, Elise will go to college to be a speech language pathologist. Senior number 13, Elise Belcher. Our next senior is Raymond Buckland. Raymond is the son of Crystal Brooks and Keith Brooks and Raymond Buckland and Crystal Marie. Raymond's been a member of the football team all 4 years of high school. His proudest accomplishment at Crestview High School is playing his hardest at his position in football, giving it his all. What he'll miss most about being a Cougar is playing football. After graduation, Raymond is going into the Army or the Marines. Senior number 66, Raymond Buckland. Our next senior is Marcus Chasey. Marcus is the son of Mark and Stephanie Chasey. He's played football all 4 years of high school. His proudest accomplishment at Crestview was scoring his very first varsity touchdown. And he will miss all of the memories he's made while being a part of the team. His plans after graduation are to become a masonry worker. Senior number 27, Marcus Chasey. Our next senior this evening is Lincoln Emery. Lincoln is the son of Don Emery and Kim Bowles. Lincoln this is Lincoln's first year of football at Crestview, and his proudest accomplishment was making the varsity football team. He will miss all of his teammates, and his plans after graduation are to join the Operators Union. Senior number 36, Lincoln Emery. Our next senior this evening is Logan Fridges. Logan is the son of Jeff and Abby Fridges. Logan's played football for 3 years. He's also a member of the track team. He's been a member of the swim and dive team. He's ran indoor track and cross country. His proudest accomplishment is being a 4-time All-Ohioan in track and winning a state championship his sophomore year in the 4x4. When asked what he will miss, he's going to miss the community and his friends. His plans after graduation are to continue working for Universal Enterprises in the HVAC and plumbing field. After gaining enough experience, he'd like to start his own plumbing business or go to the Operators Union. Senior number 18, Logan Bridges. Our next senior is Joe Kozowski. Joe is the son of Joe and Stephanie Kozowski. He's been a member of the football team all 4 years, and he's also a member of the basketball team. His proudest accomplishment is going 12-1 in back-to-back years. He will miss hanging out with the team and his friends. And after graduation, Joe will become an electrician. Senior number 9, Joe Kozowski. Our next senior is Jeremy Lever. Jeremy is the son of Len and Christine Lever. Jeremy's been a member of the football team all 4 years. Jeremy's the treasurer of the National Honor Society and a 4-year class officer. His proudest accomplishment at Crestview is maintaining a 4.0 GPA throughout his 4 years. Jeremy will miss his friends and the great teaching staff who has always pushed him to be the best he can be. After graduation, he will be attending Akron University or Dayton University for aerospace engineering. Number 59, Jeremy Lever. Our next senior is Chris Moore. Chris is the son of Michelle Sheedle, and he's been a member of the football team all 4 years of high school. His proudest accomplishment is being part of the football team and the score that he received on his history state test his sophomore year. He will miss having a supportive community of people which truly enjoy helping and being there for others. After graduation, he plans on getting a job and starting a family sometime in the future. Number 71, Chris Moore. Our next senior is Nolan Moore. Nolan is the son of Ray Moore and Shayla Parrish. He's been a member of the football team for all 4 years of high school. He's also been a member of the wrestling team. His favorite accomplishment is going 12-1 in back-to-back seasons. He will miss just going out to eat and hanging out with all of his friends outside of school. And after graduation, his plans are to become a train conductor. Number 7, Nolan Moore. Our next senior is Mason Ponchell. Mason is the son of Jamie and Mary Ponchell. Mason's played football for 3 years. He's also a member of the baseball team and basketball team. His favorite accomplishment is making playoffs at all of the basketball and football seasons he's participated in. He's going to miss being with his friends, and after graduation, Mason is undecided on his future. Number 72, Mason Ponchell. Our next senior this evening is Tyson Ringler. Tyson is the son of Gabe Ringler and Jessica Parker. Tyson's been a 4-year member of the football team and captain. He's been a 4-year varsity letter winner in baseball and captain, and a 3-year varsity letter winner in basketball. His proudest accomplishment are the 2 undefeated football regular seasons he was a part of and the 20-win basketball season. He will miss all the memories that he has made with his teammates. And after graduation, he will be joining the Operators Union. Number 23, Tyson Ringler. Our next senior this evening is Carson White. Carson is the son of Dustin White and Colette Williams. He's been a member of the football team all 4 years. He's a member of the National Honor Society and baseball team. His proudest accomplishment is helping the football team go 12-1 his freshman and sophomore year. He will miss being with his friends and playing high school sports. After graduation, he's attending Ashland University for criminal justice. Number 64, Carson White. And those are your 2024 football seniors. Congratulations, parents and athletes. And at this time, seniors, you may return to your team. Our next senior is our lone cheer senior, Ashley Smith. Ashley is the son of Gilbert and Amy Smith. She's been a cheerleader all 4 years of high school. She's also in student council. She was a member of the track team. She's senior class officer, and she's part of the early job placement program. Her proudest accomplishment is getting Most Improved Award for basketball cheer last year. She will miss her team and underclassmen friends while moving spirit signs for my school and run-through signs for the football team. That's making spirit signs, not moving, making those signs for the team. She will be attending North Central State for 2 years studying education to be a special education teacher. Senior Ashley Smith. And now we're going to move into our cross-country seniors, led by Cooper Brockway. Cooper is the son of Dean and Stephanie Brockway. Cooper's been on the cross-country team all 4 years, and also a member of the track team. His proudest accomplishment is earning All-Ohio status and state medalist in track twice. What he will miss most are the volley with the boys games, even though his team lost both. It was truly fun. And after graduation, he plans to continue working with Ashland Comfort Control. Senior Cooper Brockway. Our next senior is Lena Garrett. Lena is the daughter of Justin and Kim. She's been a member of the cross-country team all 4 years of high school. She's also a member of the track team and the reporter for the FFA. Her proudest accomplishment at Crestview is being Firelands Conference champion this year in cross-country. She will miss the friendships she's made, and after graduation, she is going to college. Senior Lena Garrett. Our next senior is Mia Hummerkauser. Mia is the daughter of Ben and Teresa Hummerkauser. She's been a member of the cross-country team all 4 years. She's also in the band. She's a trumpet section leader in the marching band, president of the National Honor Society, a member of student council, and a basketball player all 4 years. Her proudest accomplishment was going to state as a team for cross-country her freshman year. She will miss getting to see her friends every day, and after graduation, she's going to college to study material science and engineering to one day improve automotive battery technologies. Senior Mia Hummerkauser. Our next senior is Georgia McFarland. Georgia is the daughter of Trent and Amy McFarland. She's been a member of the cross-country team all 4 years. She's also a member of the basketball team, track team, National Honor Society, student council member, and historian of the FFA. Her proudest accomplishment was going to state her freshman year in cross-country. She will miss the student sections, the community, and her teammates, and she'll be going to college to study sports and business analytics. Senior Georgia McFarland. Mrs. Brockway, did Katie ever make it? All right. So now we're going to move into our band portion of senior night tonight, and we're starting with Tyler Allman. Tyler plays the saxophone, and he's the son of Doug and Michelle Allman. He's been a member of the Marching Cougar Pride all 4 years. He's also a member of the soccer team, baseball team, National Honor Society, student council, and a student technician in our tech department. His proudest accomplishment is maintaining a 4.0 GPA throughout high school. He will miss looking for a Starbucks for Mr. D, as well as hanging out with his friends. After graduation, he's going to North Central State College to pursue a career in cybersecurity. Senior Tyler Allman. Our next senior is Ty Callahan. Ty plays the trombone, and he is the son of Mike and Amy Callahan. He's been a member of the Marching Cougar Pride all 4 years. A captain on the soccer team, member of the National Honor Society, student council, and jazz band. His proudest accomplishment is keeping a 4.0 throughout his high school career. He will miss talking and joking around with his friends during football games. And his plans after graduation are to play soccer in college while studying pharmacy. Senior Ty Callahan. Our next senior is Ethan Close. Ethan is one of our bass drummers, and he is the son of Brett and Denise Close. He's been a member of the Marching Cougar Pride all 4 years. He's in academic challenge and choir. He's proud of keeping his GPA up, and he will miss being a member of the marching band. And after graduation, he is attending college. Senior Ethan Close. Our next senior is Brandon Durr. Brandon plays the trumpet in the Marching Cougar Pride, and he is the son of Josh and Tara Durr. He's been a member of the Marching Cougar Pride all 4 years. He is also in Academic Challenge and Jazz Band. He will miss being a member of the marching band, and his plans after graduation are to go to college and become a history teacher. Senior Brandon Durr. Our next senior is Lexa Gano. Lexa is the daughter of Mike and Kendra Gano. She's been a member of the Marching Cougar Pride all 4 years. She's been an FFA member for 4 years and was historian for a year, 2 years of track, and 4 years of band as section leader this year. Her proudest accomplishment is passing all 3 of her math classes, and she will miss her friends and some teachers that she's become close with. After graduation, she's going to continue working at Ray Milton Therapeutic Equestrian Center. Senior snare drummer Lexa Gano. Our next senior is Caleb Horsley. Caleb is the son of Bianca Horsley, and his brother Aspen Holbrook is also walking him tonight. He's been a member of the Marching Cougar Pride for 4 years. He's in Academic Challenge and the Drama Club. He also is proud of the performance in Radiant Girls as Arthur Reader last year, and he plans to major in political science and then go to law school to become a defense attorney. Senior Caleb Horsley. Our next senior is Alexandria Lyles. She's the daughter of Brandon and Misty Strickland, and she's been a member of the Marching Cougar Pride for 4 years. She has also been a member of the Drama Club her freshman and sophomore year. Her proudest accomplishment is being able to do a drill for the first time and memorize it before a football game. She'll miss the fun we had on the band bus, blasting music in the back and terribly singing along. Her plans after graduation are to work at a salon in a high demographic area. Senior Alexandria Lyle. Our next senior is Aiden McDonald. Aiden plays the tenor sax, and he's the son of Tommy and Amber McDonald. Aiden's been in the band for 3 years and also a member of the choir. His proudest accomplishment are keeping good grades, and his things he'll miss the most are being part of the Marching Cougar Pride and going to the football games. After graduation, he's going to be in the law enforcement. Senior Aiden McDonald. Our next senior is Paige Rogers. Paige is the daughter of Adam and Melissa Bickley. She's been a member of the Marching Cougar Pride for 4 years, where she's in the color guard. Her proudest accomplishment was being given the opportunity to mentor elementary kids this year. She'll miss all the jokes that the color guard team makes, and after graduation, she's going to continue to work at Farm and Home Hardware. Senior color guard, Paige Rogers. Our next senior is Everett Smith. Everett's the son of Ben and Lauren Smith, and he's been a member of the Marching Cougar Pride all 4 years. He's a member of the soccer team, track team, and National Honor Society. His proudest accomplishment is achieving All-Ohio in track. He will miss all the memories he's made with his friends, and he will be going to the Ohio State University, and after that, he plans to join the Air Force. Senior baritone sax player, Everett Smith. Our next senior is Erin Tackett. Erin is the daughter of Tom and Lori Tackett, a 4-year member of the Marching Cougar Pride. She's been on the soccer team, track team, academic challenge, and choir. Her proudest accomplishment was beating Mansfield Christian in conference for soccer, and then going on to win a sectional title that same year. She will miss dancing on the band bus with her friends so hard that the bus shakes. So there's some heavy dancing going on there in the band bus. And after graduation, she's going to attend the University of Findlay to major in English to become an editor. Senior mellophone and French horn, Erin Tackett. Our next senior is Mackenzie Tucker. Mackenzie's the daughter of Stephen and Jessica Tucker, a 4-year member of the Marching Cougar Pride. She's also a softball team member and in the FFA. Her proudest accomplishment was being a section leader. She will miss Kennedy Lehman the most and her other friends. After graduation, she's going to go to college to be a veterinary technician, and she is a snare drummer, senior Mackenzie Tucker. And our final senior this evening is senior Lana Young. Lana's the daughter of Chris and Tiffany Young, a 4-year member of the Marching Cougar Pride. She's also in choir. Her proudest accomplishment is getting a #1 rating in her solo and ensemble. She will miss being in marching band as a whole, and she's going to go to college after graduation for a music major. Senior saxophone player, Lana Young. And again, 32 wonderful seniors in front of you tonight, so let's give them one more big round of applause to the country.
Battle the kid is white flags. Not on my level where I stand. Got it, I'm shooting a hot hand. Out of the gym, I was locked out. I failed, the kid was a dropout. I changed the game and it's up now. The city that need me is clear now. The people is giving the damage. The people is giving the...
Sandman, I can tap dance through the energy blast. Run flat, never pop your orbit. I keep energy and storage. I see spinning the globe, my fingertip itch. If I could pluck the earthquake hit, look at the wrist, look at your body, I shake it and shift. Big fish in a small pond, Godzilla with a boot on. I step into your lawn, turn skyscrapers into croutons. Hit the button going high speed, need a megaphone to announce me. I move through the pygmies in the top pick, got a big fleece. Sit back, better breathe deep. Look around and they looking at me. 10 toes still never defeat. Push button never needed a key. I see they ain't ready for me. cross eyes and I dotted the T's. E&D till I leave in peace.
The people is giving the damage. The people is giving the The people is giving the damage. The people is giving the
Hello, thank you for tuning in to the OH Report as the Crestview Cougars look for their 5th win of the season as they try and punch their ticket into the postseason play against rival Mapleton, who still has an outside shot at making the playoffs. It's live and free high school football coming up next, right here on the OH Report.
Contractors and do-it-yourselfers, this is Jeff Flowers from Home and Kitchen Supply, here to remind you that we are your best source for kitchens, baths, windows, doors, floors, and more. Quality products, friendly service, great prices. You owe it to yourself to give us a try. You will be glad you did. That's Home and Kitchen Supply, 163 North Diamond Street, downtown Mansfield. We're building our future with you.
Instead of paying for some big-name spokesperson, Kasasa Checking gives that money back to you in cash rewards. In fact, he just bought me this cup of coffee. See how that works? Amazing! Free checking, cash rewards. Take back banking with Kasasa.
Who's got your case? Be smart. Get Rinehardt. If you get hurt, we get you back in the game. We know that getting the job done is what matters. Be smart. Get Rinehardt.
Hello, thank you for tuning in to the OH Report tonight as the Crestview Cougars take on rival Mapleton. The Cougars just kicked off and had a penalty going out of bounds, and Mapleton will take over at the 35-yard line. Mapleton and Crestview both come into this matchup tonight at 4-5 records. Mapleton will start with the ball. Their offense averaging almost 19 points a game this year, but coming off a big 47-13 win last week against New London. I will see the Mounties come out in the wing tee package. Man in motion. Back to pass. Chase out of there, but it's going to turn that into a nice little 7-yard run. That would be quarterback Logan Conroy. All right, you can see Cougars got some nice rush there, but Conroy was able to escape and turn that into a positive for the Mounties. Setting up 2nd and 3. The Mounties, you'll see, will be a pretty run-heavy team, but maybe trying to catch the Cougars off balance there right away with the pass. You'll see Mounties come out in the same or similar wing formation. Run right up the middle for Colton Whitman, number 30. Brought down by number 16 and 23 for the Cougars. That's Dylan Burge and Tyson Ringler. Looking here at the replay, you'll see some nice misdirection from the Mounties. Whitman getting the ball right up the middle, though. And that will be a first down for the Mounties on their own 48-yard line. Good start, 2 plays, 13 yards for the Mounties here. You will see tonight, Mounties will use a bevy of different running backs, but Whitman will be their feature back. But that run there might have even put him over 1,000 yards as he came in just 7 yards shy. And it'll be Whitman again. Nice push right up the middle for the Mounties. Line getting good movement for them. That first down run looks like it went for about 6 yards, setting them up with a 2nd and 4. They say so far, first 3 plays, the Mounties have done a good job of getting a push. I say Whitman has been able to get all the way to the backers before getting any contact here. All right, back at it here with another run for the Mounties. Looks like that was number 4, Mason Sword. Or no, number 30, Colton Whitman, sorry. So that would be Whitman's 3rd carry in a row. They're really leaning on him. Good stop by Carter Goon there off the edge. First time the Cougar line's really been able to step forward and make a play. Setting up a big 3rd and 3 here for the Mounties. Looks like Conroy will keep it here, and he's going to go right around the edge for a nice, looking about 6-yard gain and another first down for the Mounties. As you can see, number 80, Tyson Welch goes in motion. They fake the handoff to Whitman, and Conroy goes right around the edge. To say, if you're Mitch Young and the Mapleton coaching staff, you got to be really happy with the way they started off tonight. If you're Crestview here, this is a really big play. The first two sets, Mapleton's gotten big yardage on first down, and that's given them a lot of confidence here. On the reverse, that was number 44, Gabe Osborne. A little misdirection from Mapleton, but the Cougars read their keys very well and stayed home. You can see that little reverse play, but looks like number 16, Dylan Burge, was right there in position to bring him down. So this is the first time that Mapleton hasn't been in a second and short situation. See what they do if they have to open up the game a little bit here. There'll be another handoff. They fake it to Whitman once again, and they go right back to number 44, Gabe Osborne. But the Cougars are right there for the stop. Looks like number 21, Branson Hyder, came up from his linebacker position to make that stop right at the lineup. We have a 3rd and long here for the Mounties, 3rd and 8. The Mounties aren't a super strong throwing team. They typically like to run the ball, so we'll see how they fare here in this 3rd and long situation. They're going to go run again to Gabe Osborne. He cuts it back across the field, gets a nice little gain there. He's going to set up a 4th and looks like about 2, so big decision here for Coach Young early in the game. On this replay, you can see Gabe Osborne right around the edge, right off tackle, sees the cutback lane, and does a great job of getting 6 yards there. Gives Mapleton a chance here on 4th and 2. Looks like they're going to go for it. This right here is a big play. It's a tone setter for the game, and can have a big indication of how this night's going to go. Welch in motion, handed off to Whitman right up the middle. Looks like he's going to get another first down for the Mounties. And here you're in a situation where Mapleton, even if you don't score right now, you got to feel good that you're taking a lot of the time off the clock right now and you're really controlling the time of possession. Whitman so far has just been a real key player for them, and he's done a really nice job running the ball hard. So they're setting up shop inside the 30 here. First time we see Mapleton go with this pistol look. And they go back to pass. Conroy's pass is complete out to Sword for another nice gain. Run out of bounds at right around the 10-yard line. So you can see they fake it to Whitman. And I think what you're seeing is Crestview's really crashing on Whitman just because he's getting the ball so much. But then Sword does a nice job, and almost a late hit there. You could have called on the Cougars. Correction, they will call that late hit on the Cougars. So as you can see one more time, Sword goes in motion. They crash down on Whitman. Sword's wide open out of the backfield. And then the Cougar cornerback hits him while he's well out of bounds, getting that half the distance to the goal, personal foul. Mounties down at the 7-yard line, looks like. It's going to be Gabe Osborne again. That same little off-tackle play for him. He's cut down after about a 2 or 3 yard gain, bringing up 2nd down from the 4-yard line. You know, this would be a big confidence boost for these Mounties if they can get a touchdown right off the bat. You know, in a game that I think a lot of people would say they're probably the underdogs. If you can come out and get that first touchdown on the board, you're going to feel really good about yourself. Mapleton out in that wing package in motion again. Toss out to Whitman. Hit. Looks like he's going to be called down at the 1-yard line. That's going to set up a 3rd down. You can see that toss. Whitman, just a little bowling ball going right towards the end zone. Cut down by number 21, Branson Hyder. All right, we got third and very short here for the Mounties. About half a yard here. And it's going to be Whitman right up the middle. Hit by a couple Cougars. Signal is a touchdown. All right, this first drive, Mounties drive right down the field, take a 6-0 lead. If you're Coach Young and the Mounties, you couldn't have drew it up any better. And Whitman comes right at the middle for the touchdown. All right, and the Mounties to kick the extra point is going to be number 7, Audrey Hellickson. Snap is good, and kick is good as well. All right, the Mounties go up 7-0. All right, we'll be back right here with Live and Free Football.
Home and Kitchen Supply, we're building our future with you.
Contractors and do-it-yourselfers, this is Jeff Flowers from Home and Kitchen Supply, here to remind you that we are your best source for kitchens, baths, windows, doors, floors, and more. Quality products, friendly service, great prices. You owe it to yourself to give us a try. You will be glad you did. That's Home and Kitchen Supply, 163 North Diamond Street, downtown Mansfield. We're building our future with you.
Welcome back to Scott Bailey Memorial Field, where the Mapleton Mounties just took a 7-0 lead against the Crestview Cougars. They'll be kicking off here with 5:37 left in the first quarter. It'll be Audrey Hellickson to kick off. And a nice kickoff down to number 23, Tyson Ringler, who takes it at about the 13-yard line. Ringler cuts back across the field, gets the Cougars up to about the 31. The Cougars will set up shop here. It'll be 1st and 10 for them. Looking at our team spotlight here for the Cougars. The Cougars are coming in here at a 4-5 record, but they have won 4 of their last 5. And since an 0-4 start, they have been averaging 38 points per game. So this offense has been really hitting on all cylinders, and they had a huge win last week against Western Reserve. And back to the game here. Looks like they'll be in the same one-back formation. We got a penalty early. Looks like we have an encroachment on the Mounties here, so that's going to set Crestview up with a 1st and 5. You know, if you're the Mounties, that's a killer right there. You just had a huge drive, you got yourself some momentum, and then right off the bat you have a penalty to set the Cougars up with a 1st and 5. Cougars, same formation, that one-back formation. The single back will be Aiden Raymer, looks who they'll give it to on the counter. But the Mounties, great push right up the middle, or right off the edge there, and stuffs Raymer for a 1-yard loss. And looking at this, you know, Cougars are going to run a lot of this GT counter type stuff, power formation. Our pulling guard just kind of missed the block there, and the Mounties are waiting for Raymer. That's going to set up a 2nd and 6 here. So you got another one-back formation. Number 7, Nolan Moore in motion. He's going to get the pitch right around the corner, spinning for about a 1, maybe 2-yard gain there. So a nifty little formation with Moore going in motion, but the Mounties do a good job of flowing from the 2nd level. It looks like number 30 made a nice tackle. That would be Whitman. So he does it on both sides of the ball. All right, that's going to set up a 3rd and 5 for the Cougars here. They'll be in the shotgun. Quarterback Liam Kuhn back to pass. Number 1, Chase Sword, undercuts that pass and breaks it up for the Mounties. We got a 4th and 5 for the Cougars, and it looks like they're going to have to punt. Back to punt for the Cougars is going to be Gavin Barker, who on the season has been averaging over 40 yards a punt, which is very good for a high school punter. Number 4, Mason Sword for the Mounties will be back to return this kick. Barr gets the punt off with no issues. And he's going to get a nice friendly roll, and looks like number 6, Cole Hughes, is going to down it at the 16-yard line. All right, Mounties are going to be pushed back here. They'll be setting up shop after a very promising first drive. All right, let's take a bit closer look at the Mounties. The Mounties are led by first-year coach Mitch Young, who's the son of longtime Black River coach Al Young. The Mounties have won 3 of their last 4, and as I said before, are averaging almost 19 points a game, and are coming off that huge win against New London last week. All right, heading back to action. You'll see the Mounties in the wing with a handoff to Whitman right up the middle, and he's got a big run right off the bat. Right off the bat, about a 20-yard run for the Mounties. I say a huge hole opens up, as you can see here. Cougars don't hold their lane discipline, and Whitman cuts right back, straight up the field. Finally brought down by number 9, Joseph Kosaski, and number 16, Dylan Burge. All right, speaking of the man, Colton Whitman is the tone setter for the Mounties, all right? At this point, he's already over that 1,000-yard barrier, and he is also their leading tackler on defense. Look for him to be a big player all night. And we're right back to action, and Whitman got the ball again. This time, Cougars did a better job of staying in their lanes and clogging that up and sitting him down after only a 1-yard gain. Looks like number 71, Big Chris Moore with the tackle there. All right, we got 2nd down and 9 for the Mounties here. This is where the Cougars want to have the Mounties. If they can get them in those long situations, you got to feel good if you're a Cougar, Crestview fan. Once again, they got the little reverse, but Moore's right there again to bring down number 80, Tyson Welch. Yeah, I don't think Moore was in a lot on that first drive, but so far this second drive, he's been a big-time player for the Cougars, making 2 big plays the last 2 plays. That sets up a 3rd and 10 for the Mounties here. You know, if you're Crestview, you got to be thinking pass here with them in 3rd and 10 and on their own side of the field, which I think in that situation, you definitely say advantage Crestview. Look, toss it out to Colt Whitman. It's been picked off by number 21, Branson Hyder. Is going to return it all the way for a touchdown. And just like that, the Cougars are right back in the game. I'm not sure what's going on the field here. It looks like a referee on the field's calling it incomplete, but I'm not sure how, because I don't believe it ever hit the ground. So let's take a look at that. So the ball hits, pretty clearly goes off a foot, and then right back up to Hyder. So we'll see what the refs have to say here. All right, so let's take another look at this. We'll slow it down a little bit. That way we can see for sure. As you can look, it looks like number 18, Logan Fridges, jumps that route. And as he gets there, it bounces right off him and straight to number 21, Branson Hyder. Now, although Hyder was able to return that for a touchdown. It looks like they're going to call that a dead ball right at that spot. So the Cougars are going to take over at the 36, and the fans are not happy right now. Home fans are letting these refs know what they think, and it's not too good. But either way, that's a huge play for the Cougars. One more time. It just very clearly hits Fridge's foot and bounces right to Hyder, but you're at the will of the refs here, and it's not college football or the NFL where you get a replay. You know, we obviously do, but they don't. So they're going to go with the call on the field, and that is what it is. Cougars are going to set up shop, though, here at the 36. All right, Cougars will be in the shotgun. Quarterback Liam Kuhn will be back with Aiden Raymer beside him. It'll be Kuhn on the keeper, breaks a tackle, and gets a nice 6-yard gain. By far the Cougars' best offensive play of the game so far. It's got to feel good for them to finally see something go right and get some movement on that line. Kuhn does a nice job of breaking a tackle and then scurrying for another 4 or 5 yards. Speaking of Liam Kuhn, he's our player spotlight. He's a great leader for these Cougars. Second year as a starter and returning All-Ohioan. And we got a handoff to Aiden Raymer, who goes off tackle for a nice gain and a first down for the Cougars. We'll see it right here on the replay. They run a nice little off tackle play. Raymer uses his blocker, Gavin Barker, there, and he puts his hand on him and follows right to that first down. Cougars now in the red zone, setting up shop at the 20. Going back to the traditional eye that most people think of when they think of Crestview football. Here, play action pass. Kuhn back to pass. He's going deep for Carter Goon in the corner of the end zone, but it will fall incomplete. See, the Cougars try and run a nice little play action boot here. Kuhn's got plenty of time. Line does a great job. Fortunately, it's covered real well by the Mounties, and pass just floats out of bounds. Keys to the victory for Crestview. Something that we haven't seen them do yet. Let's get a 3 and out, and then try and get those explosive plays. Last week, they had a couple explosive plays against Western Reserve, and that helped them get that huge victory over the Rough Riders. Coming back here, we got 2nd and 10 for the Cougars. We have a counter to Rain to, looks like number 21, Branson Hyder's actually running the ball. Breaks a tackle, and he's going to be real near, he's going to be right near the first down, depending on the spot. Looks like they're going to give him a first down after that 10-yard carry. You can see the number 6 didn't want any part of that tackle there, and Hyder keeps running through, looking for that contact, and gets a first down. So Cougars going to be 1st and goal right at the 10. They're going to have to earn all 10 of those yards this time. Off tackle for Hyder. He's going to be following Barker. Sees the hole, trying to hit the corner, and he will get into the end zone. Cougars get on the board. I say he got the pick that should have been pick 6, and now he earns it on the ground here. Hyder does a good job cutting to the outside there, following the block of Barker. Barker kind of takes 2 guys with him on that block. And coming back, we're going to have Elise Belcher kicking the extra point, something you don't see very often. Both of these teams have female kickers. Senior night for Elise Belcher, 3-sport fall athlete. She kind of does it all here. Hold to Karsten Keener. And we have a tie ball game. It's going to be 7-7. All right, 7-7 here in Ollisburg. And we'll be going to a break, and we'll have action for you here shortly.
Home and kitchen supply. We're building our future with you.
Contractors and do-it-yourselfers, this is Jeff Flowers from Home and Kitchen Supply, here to remind you that we are your best source for kitchens, baths, windows, doors, floors, and more. Quality products, friendly service, great prices. You owe it to yourself to give us a try. You will be glad you did. That's Home and Kitchen Supply, 163 North Diamond Street, downtown Mansfield. We're building our future with you.
Welcome back to Scott Bailey Memorial Field, where the Crestview Cougars just tied it up against the Mapleton Mounties 7-7. Teeing it up for the Cougars is going to be number 15, Colton Hernandez. He sends it downfield. Looks like number 44, Gabe Osborne on the return. Gets kind of lassoed down there. Somebody jumping on his back. Going to be brought down at about the 28-yard line. You can see here, cuts back across the field. I believe that's number 18, Logan Fridges, jumping on his back to bring him down. All right, looking at Mapleton's keys to victory. Force turnovers and break those big runs. So they've done a good job of staying ahead of the chains. If they can continue to move the ball like that and break those big plays, they're going to be right in this game the whole night. They're going to hang around for a long time and be in this. All right, Mounties set up shop here at the 28. Coming out in their wing formation. Handoff to Whitman right up the middle. Stop for about a 2-yard gain here. A whole host of Cougars waiting for him here. I think as you're watching this game progress, the Cougars are probably going to start keying in on Whitman even more. This will bring up a 2nd and 7 for the Mounties with about 30 seconds left here in the first quarter. That same wing formation. It's going to be Gabe Osborne off tackle. Very nice tackle there by number 7, Nolan Moore. Looked like he had a hole and he's just cut down. You can see Moore there right off the edge. Holds his spot, comes through, gets the shoelace and brings him down. Setting up a 3rd and 7 for the Mounties. And it looks like that will do it for the first quarter of action. All right, we'll take a short commercial break and we'll see you with second quarter action here in a few.
Instead of paying for some big-name spokesperson, Kasasa Checking gives that money back to you in cash rewards. In fact, you just bought me this cup of coffee. See how that works? Amazing! Free checking, cash rewards. Take back banking with Kasasa.
Who's got your case? Be smart. Get Rinehardt. If you get hurt, we get you back in the game. We know that getting the job done is what matters. Be smart. Get Rinehardt.
Welcome back to Scott Bailey Memorial Field here for the second quarter of action. The Mapleton Mounties are in control of the ball here with a 3rd and 7. The Mounties back to pass. Number 10, Logan Conroy is going to be sacked by Carter Goon and Branson Hyder coming right through. The Cougars are going to force a punt here, their first one for the Mounties of the night. Huge play, huge loss there for the Mounties. Looks like about a 6 or 7 yard loss. Goon comes right through the line, makes contact right off the bat. For the Mounties, looks like number 1, Chase Sword's going to be back to punt. For the Cougars, number 23, Tyson Ringler's going to be back to return the ball. Ringler's always electric when he has the ball in his hands. We'll see if he gets a chance here. Ball's going to hit about the 45 and roll. Looks like Ringler's going to scatter. Mounties get a friendly roll. And we'll down the ball at right around the 30-yard line. Sack yet again, you can see. Carter Goon comes through almost untouched. Brings him down, and he's got Branson Hyder there to help him finish the task. Cougars back out to take over at the 30. Touchdown drive last time, but they had the short field after that interception. This time they'll be tasked with going 70 yards on this drive. They will have no backs in the backfield. Kuhn's going to be all alone in the backfield. We'll have a motion. And it will be a little bubble screen to Ringler out on the edge. He will turn it upfield. It's about a gain of 20 for the Cougars right off the bat. I say, and just like that, Cougars are inching into Mountie territory. You can see Cougars have nobody in the backfield, but they bring Ringler across. They hit him with a wide open bubble screen. Seems like he almost wasn't even covered there, giving him a head of steam. That's not great for the Mounties. You don't want to give that guy open field to run with. Cougars will be in the same formation, just flip-flopped here. You have Ringler out wide to the right. Back to pass again. Kuhn pushed out of the pocket. Plenty of time by the line. He throws it downfield for Ringler, who comes down with the jump ball. That's another huge play for Ringler. That's back-to-back plays. And just like that, the Cougars are in the red zone. All right, you'll see the Cougars on this play. Just the line does a great job here. Giving Kuhn time. He had time to almost take a nap back there. Turns, just flings it downfield, and Ringler comes up with the ball. He's got a huge size advantage on the Mapleton corner there. He's probably got a good 6 or 7 inches on him. I think he's going to win that matchup most of the time. All right, Cougars at the 16-yard line. They will have one back in the backfield this time. Motion again. Kuhn's going to keep it right up the middle. Kind of spun down there just inside the 10. Ever since that first drive, the Cougars have been able to do just about anything they want. So he fakes that little jet sweep and then keeps it. Had a huge hole. Mounties are really lucky to bring him down there. Great job by number 5, Landon Jenkins, who I believe is just a freshman. But a good-looking athlete for a young kid. All right, Cougars hand it off to Gavin Barker, who will not get into the end zone, but looks like we will have a first down for the Cougars. When you get down into this red zone, the Cougars are often looking to hand the ball off to their fullback, and Barker's done a really nice job for them this year in that role, getting those short yardage and getting a lot of TDs there down at the goal line. All right, Cougars coming out, similar formation again. Turn around, it'll be a handoff to Raymer, stutter steps. Mounties do a better job on that one, kind of holding their lanes and stuffing them right at the line of scrimmage. That'll set up a second down and goal from the 5 for the Cougars. As they down here near the goal line, looks like the Mounties are employing a 5-3 defense, putting a lot of guys at the line of scrimmage to try and shut down lanes. To counteract that, Cougars go outside to Raymer. Looks like he might be in, but there is a flag. Looks like in the area could be holding potentially. The run's great. He had a lot of room. Not really sure what the flag is there. Say maybe a block in the back. I'm not really sure what they're seeing on that one. Waved it off, and that will be touchdown Cougars. That's number 4, Aiden Raymer, off tackle. Once again, following the block of Barker. Right into the end zone. Hits that front pylon, and we got touchdown Cougars with the lead here in the second quarter. And no, the electric did not go out. Those are the dancing lights after touchdowns for the Cougars. And Elise Belcher will be back to kick the extra point again. Belcher's kick is up and through. Cougars will take a 7-point lead. Oh, we do have a flag. We had a personal foul against the Mounties. Cougars will take the extra point. All right, and we'll go ahead and head to break, and we'll be back with more second quarter action here.
Home and kitchen supply, we're building our future with you.
Contractors and do-it-yourselfers, this is Jeff Flowers from Home and Kitchen Supply, here to remind you that we are your best source for kitchens, baths, windows, doors, floors, and more. Quality products, friendly service, great prices. You owe it to yourself to give us a try. You will be glad you did. That's Home and Kitchen Supply, 163 North Diamond Street, downtown Mansfield. We're building our future with you.
Welcome back to Scott Bailey Memorial Field, where the Cougars have just taken a 14-7 lead over the visiting Mapleton Mounties. Don't adjust your screen. This is correct. The Cougars are kicking off from the Mapleton's 45-yard line after the personal foul on the extra point. It will be Colton Hernandez to tee it up. As we wait, give you a few score updates from around the area. In Firelands Conference action, Monroeville is up 14-0 on St. Paul in the second quarter. Big one in the Wayne County Athletic League. Norwayne leads Hillsdale 10-7. All right, back to Crestview action. Hernandez tees it up, and with the short field, he squibs it down. It looks like it will end up in the end zone for a touchback. Mounties will take over here at the 20-yard line. You can see that little squib just hops right over the returner's head, and it'll be Mountie ball here. Since the first drive, the Mounties have had 2 drives, but they've struggled to move the ball since that first drive where they went right down the field on the Cougars. I think what you're seeing is the Cougar line starting to impose its will a little bit, and some of these athletes the Cougars have been flying around, making some plays. Motion out of the pistol. They hand it off to number 4, Mason Sword, but he's going to be brought down. The Cougars are flying around right now. Looks like number 25, Gavin Barker, right into the backfield, making a big play. You can see, well, really a whole host of Cougars. Number 56, Bronson Rose, comes from the backside. The outside guys do a good job of turning him back, and then you have the All-Ohio linebacker, Barker, coming up to make a stop with help from those other guys. All right, Mounties in second and long here. Looks like it's going to be a handoff to Whitman right up the middle. Really nice play for them. They get in, looks like about an 11-yard gain to get most of that back, setting up a nice 3rd and 1 here. Nice opportunity for them to keep the ball a little bit, keep their defense off the field, and get a little bit of that momentum back that they've kind of lost ever since that weird interception play. 3rd and 1 here for the Mounties. They're going to go with their wing formation. They hand it off to their guy, Colt Whitman, right up the middle. 2-yard gain. And right now, if you need 2 yards, he's the guy. All right. If they're in short yardage, they're giving it to Colton Whitman. He's going to keep the chains moving for them. He's keeping them in the game right now. That'll be 1st and 10 for the Mounties here from the 31. About halfway through the second quarter here. If you're Mapleton, you want to try and sustain a drive here. You don't want to give the ball back to Crestview and give them a chance to take a 2-score lead. You want to take as much of this clock off as you can. They hand it off to Gabe Osborne around the corner. He kind of skips over the Crestview defender and gets a nice 7 or 8 yard gain. You'll see they run this little off-tackle counter play, and he's a big kid as well, and he's hard to bring down. That'll set the Mounties up with a 2nd and 3 here. Going back to their wing formation. Whitman right up the middle. Stuffed in the hole. I don't believe he got the first down. That's going to set up a 3rd and short here. Cougars do a nice job of stepping up into that hole there. It looked like for a second he was going to be able to get that first down, but 3 or 4 Cougars crashed on him right at the point of attack. We're set up with another 3rd and 1 for the Mounties here. And this is where the Mounties want to be. They want to stay ahead of the chains. They want to eat clock. They want to just barely keep that team on the field, keep them going down the field, and it's Whitman right up the middle again. Say a 4-yard gain for them, and they're just moving the ball, eating clock, trying to keep Crestview off the field. The more they can extend this game, the more they're going to stay in it with the Cougars. There'll be another 1st and 10 for the Mounties on the move here at their own 44. Just approaching that big C in the middle of the field. Back in the pistol formation. Conroy's going to keep it around the corner. He's brought down by number 16, Dylan Burge, but not until a nice 7 or 8 yard gain. Once again, you see the Cougars kind of crash on Whitman here. Here we go. See the Cougars crash down on Whitman, and Conroy keeps it, and there's nobody on that edge to try and bring him down. What the Mounties do with this wing package is they have a lot of misdirection, counters, reverses, and things like that. It takes a lot of eye discipline from a defense, reading your keys and staying where you need to be. It's going to be Whitman right up the middle. Another big gain. About a 10-yard gain, and he is a load to bring down once he gets moving. So, you can see Whitman comes right back across the formation, and once again, he's just not touched until you're getting to the 2nd level. And with, you know, a little bowling ball like him, it's going to be hard to bring him down as a DB. You're going to have to hit him low, and you can see he's just falling forward once he gets out there. Mounties back on the move. Same play, right back to Whitman on the same thing. Obviously, they see something in the Crestview defense that they're taking advantage of here. This is very reminiscent of that first drive that the Mounties had of the game where they just kind of went right down the field and Crestview didn't have any answers for them. I say Crestview had been kind of stuffing them, but right now, it's kind of all Mapleton on this drive. This will be a 2nd and about 4 here for the Mounties. Once more in that wing formation. Looks like the Cougars are going to take a timeout. If you're Crestview here, you're spending this time trying to figure out, you know, what can we do to stop some of these little off-tackle counters, things like that, where we're getting out of position and allowing these running backs, quarterbacks to get ahead of steam. All right. So looking at this, you can just see that Mapleton's just getting enough of a push at the point of attack, but then Crestview's being out of position, and they're just kind of gashing them right now. If Mapleton can continue to do this, this is going to be a game all night. Crestview's going to have to find an answer for this misdirection and being out of position. Coming back here from the timeout, it will be 2nd and 4. 3 minutes and 14 seconds left here in the half. At worst, I would say this is mission accomplished for Mapleton. You wanted to chew the clock. You didn't want to leave Crestview a lot of time. And even if you don't score here, you've at least taken most of this second quarter, and put Crestview in a tough position. Crestview's got 5 guys right at the line of scrimmage. Same play again. Whitman just right up the middle, trying to chew clock, trying to get a few yards. And it's going to set up another 3rd and short for the Mounties. So you can see, this is the 3rd time in a row where Mapleton's just handed it off to Whitman, coming right back across that formation. Now under 3 minutes in the half, Mapleton set up with a 3rd and 2 at the 31. And if you're Mapleton here, you really got 2 shots at getting these 2 yards. It's really unlikely that you're going to punt it here. So it's everything you got into these 2 plays. They're going to hand it off to Mason Sword, who's going to spin around for, he's going to be right at the first down line. Looks like they will give it to him. All right, Mounties going to be set up with the 1st and 10 inside the 30. You can see Sword comes around and he gets just enough before Nolan Moore brings him down. All right, Mounties back in their wing formation. They've had success with it so far. Right up the middle with Whitman, but this time the Cougars are there. Number 55, Jack Stevens, breaks free, brings Whitman down, hits him right at the line of scrimmage for a no gain. You know, one way to solve a problem of not staying in your gap is just be in the backfield before anybody else can get there. And that's what Stevens did there. You know, he's smaller, he's on the smaller side for a lineman, but he's able to use his speed and leverage to get in the backfield. That'll set up a 2nd and 10 for the Mounties here with 1:40 left in the half. The Mounties are very content to take the rest of this half. Back in their wing formation, they hand it off to Whitman again. Another short gain for him, looks like about 2. And we're going to have another timeout here, this time for the Mounties. So once again, if you're Mapleton, being inside the 30 here with, you know, just a little time left in the half, this is really 2-down territory for you. You know, it's 3rd and long, but you really have 2 shots at getting this first down because you're not going to punt from this part of the field. I'm not sure that their kicker has the leg to make this field goal. So you're everything into getting this first down right now. Going back to scores from around the area, Monroeville still leads St. Paul 14-0. Norway's scored another touchdown. It's now 17-7 over Hillsdale. In the N10, big game for them. Seneca East leads Mohawk 6-0. And then in the KMAC, we got the Devil Dog game where Danville leads East Knox 8-0. And Centerburg is leading Fredericktown 21-7. All right, back to action here. Mapleton on the toss to Whitman. It's been a nice play for them, but we do have a flag here. We'll see what we have. This is in the area of potentially a holding, but we have a nice little toss out. Oh, we might even have a face mask there, I think. We'll see. Looks like the penalty will be against the Mounties. All right. You see the Mounties go in motion, and they toss it out to their guy, Colton Whitman. Which, that little bowling ball gets there, and he had a nice gain, but we do have a hold, and that's going to push the Mounties back. That's going to set up a 3rd and real long for them. Looking at about a 3rd and 17. I'm not sure what plays Mapleton really has in the playbook for this type of situation. They have a lot of run plays, a lot of misdirection, but we haven't seen them push the ball downfield a whole lot tonight. Motion to Whitman, fakes the pass to him, but Cougars are in the backfield and we got a fumble. And that's what you can't have happen. The Cougars are going to take over at the 46-yard line. Branson Hyder recovers the fumble, but that was all because of the pressure right from the line. I say this, you'll see here on the replay, Crestview just burst right through the line. That's number 55, Jack Stevens. He's in there so fast that Conroy doesn't even know what to do and knocks it out, and Branson Hyder jumps on the ball. That's going to set the Cougars up with the 1st and 10, about 1 minute left in the half. They're going to go gun here, see if they can push it down the field and get another score. Kuhn back to pass. His arm is hit. Great pressure from the Mounties on that one. So far, the Crestview line had been doing a pretty good job when he's been back to pass, but this is the first time where they've really gotten some pressure. That's number 80, Tyson Welch for the Mounties. He does a nice little swim move, and he gets on Kuhn right away and hits his arm. All right, Cougars will be set up with the 2nd and 10 here. Cougars are going to need to get a pretty good chunk of yardage here. The kicking game, they're not going to be kicking any 45-yarders or anything like that, so they're going to need to get down there pretty far before they are in scoring position. Kuhn back to pass again. He winds up and lets it fly. Downfield for Tyson Ringler, who catches it. Down to the 1-yard line. You know, that's a really impressive throw from a high schooler. I mean, he threw that ball close to 55, 60 yards, and Ringler does a heck of a job to come up with that and bring it down. You'll see Kuhn winds up. He's throwing it from his own 40 there, and he.
Get ready to be captivated as the band brings the spooky sensation to life on the field with the excitement and the chills of legendary matches.
Ladies and gentlemen, under the direction of Hannah Wolf, Ethan Bedox, and color guard instructed by Kennedy Nonenmaker, we proudly present to you the 2024 Marching Cougar Pride. Tonight, we present to you our halftime entertainment, our senior show, featuring songs selected by the Marching Cougar Pride senior members from some of their favorite past shows. The Marching Cougar Pride opens tonight's show with a nod to the timeless energy of the 1980s, channeling the spirit of AHA. Get ready for the Marching Cougar Pride to take you on a journey with a captivating performance that echoes the song's iconic blend of synth pop and nostalgia. Give it up for the Marching Cougar Pride as they perform Take On Me! Before our second number, we would like to take a moment to recognize our senior band members and thank them for their hard work and dedication to the Marching Cougar Pride. Alto saxophone, Tyler Aumann. Trombone, Ty Callahan. Percussionist, Ethan Close. Trumpet, Brandon Durr. Percussionist, Alexa Gano. Trombonist, Caleb Horsley. Trumpet, Mia Hummerhauser. Clarinet, Alex Lyles. Tenor saxophone, Aiden McDonald. Color guard, Paige Rogers. On the bari sax, Everett Smith. Mellophone, Aaron Tackett. Percussionist, Mackenzie Tucker. And alto saxophonist, Lana Young. For our second number this evening, the Marching Cougar Pride brings to you a vibrant medley that captures the timeless spirit and creativity of the Beatles. With spirited rhythms and whimsical melodies, this performance is sure to transport you to a world of unforgettable sounds and emotions. Featuring senior trombonist and bassist on the electric bass, get ready as the Marching Cougar Pride is coming to take you away in this medley of Lady Madonna and Magical Mystery Tour.
Tonight's show with this classic released by Jerry Lee Lewis in 1957. Bursting onto the scene, this energetic track became an instant rock and roll sensation, known for its infectious rhythm and unforgettable piano riffs. Not only did this song top the charts, but also secured Lewis's legacy as one of rock and roll's pioneering icons. Let's give it up for the marching Cougar Pride as they light up the field with Great Balls of Fire. Congratulate Paige Rogers on her color guard solo in the final number, and all the
Avita Home Health and Hospice, our caring professionals are ready to serve you with personally tailored services designed to meet the unique needs of each individual. When we take on a patient at Avita Home Health and Hospice, they really do feel like family. So when we take care of our family, we want to take care of the whole person. So we take care of them from our nurses, our aides, our physical, occupational, and speech therapists, but we also have people that tend to their hearts. So we have social workers, we have chaplains, and people that can help with the emotional side of their care.
At Avita Home Health and Hospice, we have a dedicated team that takes care of you. Caring for the whole person is our promise to you. From social and emotional well-being to the way the patient relates to their loved ones, we treat your family like our family.
Serving patients and their families wherever they call home, including assisted living facilities and nursing homes. Call 1-800-4NURSES to see if Avita can help administer your plan of custom care.
Home and kitchen supply, we're building our future with you.
Contractors and do-it-yourselfers, this is Jeff Flowers from Home and Kitchen Supply, here to remind you that we are your best source for kitchens, baths, windows, doors, floors, and more. Quality products, friendly service, great prices. You owe it to yourself to give us a try. You will be glad you did. That's Home and Kitchen Supply, 163 North Diamond Street, downtown Mansfield. We're building our future with you.
Men have a way of doing things. A man has his way of eating, of exercising, of keeping his hands warm, and of straightening up. So, when a man faces a serious life problem like divorce, depression, or suicidal thoughts, shouldn't a man have a way to deal with that too? Well, now he does. I'm Dr. Rich Mahogany. Visit me at mantherapy.org.
Take a look at all the action from Friday Night Football right here in North Central Ohio with great analysis, highlights, coach interviews, and so much more every single Friday night right here on the OH Report.
Field here. We got the 89 Homes halftime brief. Sorry for some technical difficulties there near the end of the half. That score is correct. Crestview tacked on 2 touchdowns there at the end of the game, or at the end of the half, sorry. Let's look at some keys to victory for Mapleton if they're going to get back in this thing. For Mapleton, you got to control your emotions. Things kind of went sideways there for them in the last minute of that half, and then they got to find a way to get some chunk plays. They've done a nice job controlling the ball, but if they're going to get back in this, they're going to have to get some big plays and move the ball downfield. And for Crestview, you just got to eat that clock. You know, you can win this game by just running the ball, hitting a few passes, keeping them just enough off balance, and then forcing long drives for Mapleton. None of those chunk plays. Don't let them happen. All right, Mapleton to kick here. It's number 7, Hellickson again. It'll be Ringler with the ball. Nice return up the right sideline, and he's going to set Crestview up with great field position here at about the 37-yard line, 38-yard line. Looking back at the first half, you saw the big play there to Ringler, and that's right about where we went out, but that was looks like about a 55-yard gain for the Cougars. Cougars would score 2 plays later on a Liam Kuhn 7-yard run to take the 27 lead. What we missed, though, is on the Crestview kickoff, Mapleton would mishandle the ball, and Crestview would get it back, and the Cougars would score again with a touchdown pass from Kuhn to Carter Goon. Cougars take over here in the second half. Be a handoff to Aiden Raymer. Raymer starts off with a nice little 4-yard gain. In the first half for the Cougars, Raymer did have 6 carries for 13 yards, which is well below his average of about 6 yards a carry, but you got to give the Mounties credit. They've been doing a nice job on Raymer, controlling him and bottling him up. But one of his better runs of the night there, a little 4-yard gain to start. Cougars in the backfield. Looks like number 27, Marcus Chasey, is going to get the handoff here right up the middle. Chasey gets looks like a 7-yard gain for a first down. And that's right about where Chasey's averaging for the year. Nice little ISO for the Cougars. Chasey hits it hard and gets the first down. In that first half, the Cougars had 59 yards rushing and 142 yards passing for just over 200 yards of offense. Cougars on the move again here. It'll be Chasey and Raymer in the backfield again. Be Kuhn on the counter to Raymer. Breaks the tackle at the line of scrimmage. Still battling. Be Logan Conroy on the tackle. Does a good job of corralling Raymer there. We do have some flags, though. We got Raymer. Saw him did a nice job breaking tackle. Did have his hands up near Conroy's face mask. Not sure if they're going to call that a face mask or not. We'll see here from the ref. Yep, that looks like what it is. They're going to call Raymer for a face mask on that stiff arm. But you can see on that counter, he breaks that tackle, and on that stiff arm, he just gets his hand up there around Conroy's face mask. Yeah, that's a really tough play for a running back. You're in a tough position. You're trying to push him off, and you just get your hand up there. Not really a whole lot you can do about that. But that'll be second and real long for the Cougars now. Going to have motion to Tyson Ringler on the pitch out here. He's going to take it. And once again, like I said, when he has the ball in his hands, he is explosive. He's going to get almost all of that back, about a 17-yard gain, but we have another flag. Not sure what this one's on, but look at this. Ringler gets that pitch, and he's heading upfield, following the block of Branson Hyder, does a great job cutting back, hops over a guy, and isn't brought down until number 60 catches up with him, which a good job for a lineman to be still pursuing that play. That's Lucas Jenkins doing a great job. We got another personal foul, though, this time going against Mapleton. Let's see if we see anything here. Had to have taken place near the end of the play because that's when the flag came out. We'll see if it happens here from any of these Mounties, see what happened. You know, hard to see from that replay, but obviously something happened or was said. All right, Kuhn in the shotgun here. Fakes it to Raymer. Looking downfield, he's going to go ahead and take off. Looks like he's going to pick up about a yard, but that was a good job from the Mounties staying there in the rush lanes and bringing him down after that scramble. That was a good job by Colton Whitman coming up once he saw Kuhn break the pocket and take off. You know, he came downhill, made a good tackle. That'll give the Cougars 2nd and 9. We got the ball at the 30-yard line for the Cougars. Once again in the shotgun. Kuhn's going to roll to his right, toss it out to Tyson Ringler, makes a catch, good move. Jukes back coming across the field and will be pushed out at about the 14-yard line by Logan Conroy. You can see here on the replay, Kuhn comes out, throws a nice ball, shows good touch, and it's right there, right off the bat. Ringler just puts his foot in the ground, jukes the cornerback out, and then gets upfield. And they're going to say he was out of bounds at about the 16. So Cougars in the red zone yet again here. It's going to be a toss out to Gavin Barker, the fullback. He cuts back, still on his feet, and is never really brought down. But he is a momentum stop there by a host of Mounties. All right, you can see on the replay, he kind of gets around there, cuts back upfield, good initial contact by the freshman, Landon Jenkins. Holds him up, and then he's got his friends coming to help him out there. All right, it'll be 2nd and 6 for the Cougars. Kuhn back in the shotgun. Moore goes in motion. They're going to run the jet sweep with Moore, and he's got a huge hole here. And he's into the end zone for another touchdown for the Cougars. That one from 13 yards out. That's a touchdown on senior night for Nolan Moore. And we got the dancing lights here at Crestview. All right, take another look at that. You see Moore go in motion. He just takes the handoff. Raymer makes a nice block, and then he's off to the races. Mounties are lucky that's only 16 yards out because I think he'd still be running, or 13 yards out. All right, Lise Belcher back to kick again. She did have one blocked at the end of the half. That one is up and good, though. Cougars now lead 33-7. All right, we'll go ahead and take a quick break.
Home and kitchen supply, we're building our future with you.
Contractors and do-it-yourselfers, this is Jeff Flowers from Home and Kitchen Supply, here to remind you that we are your best source for kitchens, baths, windows, doors, floors, and more. Quality products, friendly service, great prices. You owe it to yourself to give us a try. You will be glad you did. That's Home and Kitchen Supply, 163 North Diamond Street, downtown Mansfield. We're building our future with you.
Welcome back to Ollisburg and the OH Report here with Live and Free Football. The Cougars have just scored again to take a 33-7 lead. That's 33 unanswered points for the Cougars. Teeing the ball up will be Colton Hernandez. Kick goes to about the 21-yard line. On the return, I think it's number 10, Logan Conroy. A nice little return up to about the 33-yard line. And the Mounties will take over again. Clock's moving for some reason, but we'll see. We haven't hit the 30-point threshold for the running clock yet, so not sure what's going on, but we'll go with it. Say if you're a Cougar fan, that's got to be a good thing. All right, looks like we stopped it now. All right, Mapleton taking over. At this point, if you're Mapleton, you got to find a way to get some points on the board in a hurry. But they're going to come out in that wing T formation yet again. And it's a handoff to Whitman up the middle. They do get about 2 yards. And as effective as that's been for the Mounties tonight, you got to try and get the ball down the field in some way. You know, you can't go 2 yards down the field all night and try and win this game. You got to score. You're down 26 points, and you only got about 20 minutes of game time left. You're going to have to get something downfield at some point. All right, we'll see what the Mounties come out in. Looks like they're going to come out in that wing backfield again. We got motion, and they'll hand it off to Whitman up the middle again. Hit just after the line of scrimmage. He's going to have about a 2-yard gain here. And that's going to set up a 3rd and 6 for the Mounties. On the replay here, you can see they're going to go in motion, but then they're going to just turn around and give the little dive to Whitman once again. But he's falling right into the arms of a bunch of waiting Cougars here. They're going to come out in the pistol look that they have. Motion once again. Fakes it to Whitman. He's out to pass. Conroy's going to try and escape. But number 33, Carter Goon, runs him down from the backside. I don't know if we can count it as a sack. I'm not sure if he got back to the line of scrimmage or not, but a great play by that young man. You can see Goon comes off the backside, evades the block, and then just runs Conroy down. That's a great hustle play from a backside defensive end. That's going to set the Mounties up with a 4th and 6, 4th and 7. And it looks like they're going to go ahead and punt this ball away. It'll be Chase Sword back to punt with Tyson Ringler back to return again. Cougars bring the house, but they don't quite get to it. Going to take a roll. It's starting to head back towards Mapleton. So they're going to down the ball at about the 39. Cougars will take over once again. Right now, if you're Crestview, you're playing with a lot of confidence right now. You've scored 33 unanswered points. You're moving the ball. Mapleton hasn't done much to stop you here since that first drive of the game. And Crestview will set up shop here. We're going to mark it at about the 40-yard line, it looks like. Kuhn in the shotgun. Nice first half for him. He was the Cougars' leading rusher and passer in the first half. It's a pass to the near side to number 7, Nolan Moore. Breaks a tackle, and he is off to the races. 20, 15, 10, 5, and touchdown. Back-to-back touchdowns for Nolan Moore. You can see he caught that little screen, and then he was off. Made one man miss, and he was gone. That's a big night for the senior there. All right, you can see the little throw out to the side. Outruns the corner, and then there's just nobody there, and he outruns the rest of the defense. That's 2 touchdowns, and that will now kick off the running clock. Now that running clock, what that means, as you'll see, is there will not be any stoppage on any incomplete passes, out of bounds. None of that will stop the clock now. It'll keep running right through those types of things. We got Belcher back to kick here. And with that extra point, looks like it's good. Cougars have put a 40 spot on the board. One more time on that touchdown for Nolan Moore. Great job outrunning the cornerback, and then just nobody there flowing to the ball, and he outruns the defense. All right, we'll take a quick break here. We'll be back with more third quarter action.
Home and Kitchen Supply, we're building our future with you.
Contractors and do-it-yourselfers, this is Jeff Flowers from Home and Kitchen Supply, here to remind you that we are your best source for kitchens, baths, windows, doors, floors, and more. Quality products, friendly service, great prices. You owe it to yourself to give us a try. You will be glad you did. That's Home and Kitchen Supply, 163 North Diamond Street, downtown Mansfield. We're building our future with you.
All right, welcome back to Crestview here, where the Cougars have taken a commanding 40-7 lead. You'll see them teeing the ball up, and once the referee blows this whistle, the clock will start, and it will not stop until we have an injury or a timeout or another score. Teeing the ball up will be Logan Fridges, number 18, another senior here. On the kick, nice, right down the middle, splits the returners. Looks like it's going to be number 10, Logan Conroy again, and he is buried at about the 15-yard line. That is the kicker going down and making the tackle on his own kick. You don't see that very often, but I guess when you're a state champion in track, you are going to have that type of speed to get down the field. That's a great hustle play. And he is buried right there. They're going to give him forward progress to about the 17. We'll see what Mapleton has in their bag here. We've seen a lot of run, and they've done a good job of running the ball tonight. Just here at this point, that possession kill the clock. It's not going to get you a win, when you're down this much. You're going to have to find a way to get the ball down the field. But it's going to be a handoff to Whitman again. Another nice little gain, 2-3 yards here. So you can see on the replay, number 3, Max Durbin, does a good job making initial contact, and then he's got his buddies there to help bring him down. Looks like the Cougars are starting to rotate in some of their the backups and players that don't always get as much time. Say these are the good games for, you know, the young kids to get more time, or some of those older kids that aren't always on the field. You know, it's your chance to get out there, make a name for yourself, and shine. It looks like Conroy will keep it here. Good job. Cougars play the position well. Looks like Dylan Burge and Raymond Buckland on the tackle there, converging on Conroy. So they fake the little dive, and Conroy keeps it, and right there, Burge with initial contact and Buckland flowing from the backside. That'll set up about a 3rd and 5 for the Mounties here. Mounties coming out in that wing formation. Up the middle, it's Whitman. He's been their workhorse all night and really all season. Another nice gain for him. You know, as tough a night as this has been for Mapleton, you got to give credit to that kid. He's run hard all night. He's done a good job on defense. You know, he's been a difference maker for them, score notwithstanding. All right, we'll see what Mapleton has. That is a first down for them. Clock's still moving here. Still in that single wing. Got a handoff to, looks like number 4, Mason Sword. Not much there for him. Cougars are going to crash down. Not a lot of running room. Looks like number 55, Jack Stevens, in the backfield. And he's had a nice night tonight as well. He had that big strip sack. And he's been in the backfield a lot. You know, we were kind of calling for Crestview after that first drive to step up and, you know, the line to make some plays, and he's done it. Him and Carter Goon, I think, both have had a really nice night there on the line. You got Whitman again up the middle. Do have a flag here. See if we can see anything on the replay here. So they hand it off to Whitman. Brought down. Flag comes in from the back. Penalty on Mapleton here. Got to mark off 10 yards, looks like. And that's going to put Mapleton in a 2nd and long. So Mapleton will be set up with about a 2nd and 20 or so. This is not their forte, not where they want to be. They are going to be in the gun, which might be the first time tonight. It looks like there's going to be a little running back pass. They were going for a sword-to-sword connection, but it didn't happen. Just kind of overthrew. Good coverage there by number 9, Joe Kosaski. No room really there for Mason Sword to try and throw it to his twin Chase Sword. And now we're in a 3rd and 20. Although this might go ahead and take us to the end of the 3rd quarter, depending on how quickly Mapleton's moving here. All right, we'll go ahead and take another break, and when we come back, we'll have 4th quarter action here in Olivesburg. Welcome back to Scott Bailey Memorial Field. We'll be picking up with fourth quarter action, and you will see the clock is already running as we do have a margin greater than 30 points. Mapleton has the ball here with a 3rd and 20. They're back to pass, a little throwback to Whitman. This is a very nice play that they have set up. Whitman still on his feet, breaking tackles. And as I said, he is just a little bowling ball. He's a tough kid. But great play design by Mapleton here. A little misdirection, get the whole defense flowing one way, and then throw it back. You'll see all Crestview's crashing down on the quarterback or flowing off to the right, and they just throw it back to Whitman, and he's off to almost get the first down. They're sitting at a 4th and 1. I got to imagine Mapleton's going for it here in the fourth quarter. You have nothing to lose. You got one more quarter for these kids to play this year. With a loss here tonight, I don't think Mapleton will be making the playoffs. So you got nothing to lose. Go ahead and go out there, get these kids a few more plays. They'll be in this single wing formation that they've had all night. Hand it off to Whitman right up the middle. I don't know if he got it, but he's still on his feet. And that is just a pure effort play from that young man. You know, he's hit in the backfield. Line didn't do him a lot of help, but you can see he doesn't stop his feet. He keeps running. Drags the Crestview defender, gets himself a first down. All right, it will be now 1st down and 10 for the Mounties at their own 44-yard line. Back in that single wing. On the little reverse counter play to Tyson Welch. Nice little gainer there for about 5. Doing a good job of staying ahead of the chain. So you fake it to Whitman and then hand it off, coming back around to Welch. That is a really hard play to defend. You know, your eyes as a defender all go towards that motion right off the bat. And then when they turn around and hand it off, you know, it's hard to change field and change your motion that quick. Brought down there by number 25, Gavin Barker, and that's probably why he's a returning All-Ohio linebacker. All right, Mounties on the move. Fake the handoff to Whitman, and they hand it to Mason Sword again. He's going to be stopped after about a yard. Looks like we might have a little bit of shoving match over on the Mapleton sideline between a Crestview player and the Mounties. You can see Sword kind of gets popped right there after getting about a yard. So you can't see it, but looks like we have a little bit of a, looks like we have a personal foul on Crestview. You know, if you're Coach Haverdale, you know, those are the things you don't really want to see in a game like this. You know, you're already up. You're wanting to get out of here. You want to try and play a clean game. Especially moving forward into next week in the playoffs, you can't have penalties like that. Things like personal foul penalties will kill you in the playoffs. You know, those are things you don't come back from in games like that. All right, Mounties on the move. Hand off to Whitman right up the middle. He's going to take it down to about the 30-yard line. All right. We'll see Whitman right up the middle. Brought down by Jack Stevens yet again. They're going to put it down right on the 30-yard line. Clock's still moving here with that running clock. Under 8 minutes now. Got about a 2nd and 7 here for the Mounties. Okay, hand it off to Whitman up the middle again. Gets another nice little push, 3-4 yards, and then hit by a bunch of Cougars. Cougars rotating some guys in. You know, looking forward to next week, Cougars are probably going to be in the playoffs. They're looking at anywhere between a 4 and a 5 seed. Probably going to be on the road playing somebody pretty tough. You know, I think if you're Coach Haverdale and this staff, though, you got to feel really good about the way your team's playing right now. After this, you're going to have won, 5 out of your last 6 and averaging nearly 40 points a game in these last 6 games. Pitch out to Whitman. And the little bowling ball just keeps going. Going to be another first down for the Cougars. Or not for the Cougars, sorry, for the Mounties. He had motion. They pitched it out to him. Follows his blockers well. Gets tripped up, but not until he gets the first down. Mounties at the 22, almost into the red zone here. All right, we'll have a double wing package here. Mounties have two guys moving at. I'm assuming that this is coming back for a legal motion here. Both of the Mounties wings were moving at the same time. Yeah, it looks like we're going to have a 5-yard penalty on the Mounties there. Just a little bit of confusion from the Mapleton huddle there. That'll set up a 1st and 15 for the Mounties here. Mounties coming up to the line of scrimmage. Have the double wings again. Cougars are going to go ahead and call a timeout here. We're going to be set up with a 1st and 15 when action comes back here with the Mounties. Sure. Yeah, we'll go ahead and we'll take a quick break here.
Home and kitchen supply, we're building our future with you.
Contractors and do-it-yourselfers, this is Jeff Flowers from Home and Kitchen Supply, here to remind you that we are your best source for kitchens, baths, windows, doors, floors, and more. Quality products, friendly service, great prices. You owe it to yourself to give us a try. You will be glad you did. That's Home and Kitchen Supply, 163 North Diamond Street, downtown Mansfield. We're building our future with you.
All right, welcome back to Crestview. We're sitting in the 4th quarter here. Mapleton still has the ball on the move here. 1st and 15 for them, trying to tack something else on. In the pistol, the rollout, fake the pass, going downfield. Has a guy open, just a little bit underthrown. That was a really nice play design from the Mounties there. Once again, they're doing some nice things with these little misdirection plays. You know, get the defensive eyes looking one way, and then you come back the other way. So they had a guy running right down the middle of the field for that little pop pass. Could have got just a little bit more on that. They might have had 7 or 6. Going around the area, some score updates, some of the big games in the Firelands Conference. Monroeville clinging to a 1-touchdown lead over St. Paul, 21-14 right now. Other big games in the area, Norwayne leads Hillsdale 38-21, and we're back to action. Little reverse from the Mounties, a great play design. And that's a big gainer for them, about 7 or 8 yards. That's Mason Sword getting that reverse fake and then coming back around. Great play design. Good job by Dylan Burge of the Cougars rereading it, adjusting, and getting back over there to make the stop. Mounties looking at about a 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 right now. But once again, this is probably a 4-down territory for them, so they probably have 2 shots to get this yardage. All right, they'll go in their double wing set. Motion, toss it out to Whitman. And it looks like he's going to have a first down there on the far sideline. He's still continuing to do a good job, running hard, getting yards, reading those holes well. The Mounties are going to be set up at a First and 10 at about the 11. Clock heading to just about 3 minutes left here. Crestview has a lot of seniors out there right now. Whitman on the toss again, and he is going to be in for the touchdown for the Mounties. All right, nice little run, 11-yard touchdown. You know, if you're Mapleton, you got to give that kid a game ball. Played hard the whole time. Hits this toss. Certainly no quitting that young man. Running hard the whole game. Runs right through a tackle about the 3-yard line and scores another touchdown. Looks like Audrey Hellickson will be out to kick another extra point for the Mounties. And with that touchdown, Mapleton has stopped the running clock. Hellickson's kick is up and good again. That'll make it 40-14 for the Cougars. All right, we'll take a quick break and we'll be back here to finish the game.
Home and kitchen supply, we're building our future with you.
Contractors and do-it-yourselfers, this is Jeff Flowers from Home and Kitchen Supply, here to remind you that we are your best source for kitchens, baths, windows, doors, floors, and more. Quality products, friendly service, great prices. You owe it to yourself to give us a try. You will be glad you did. That's Home and Kitchen Supply, 163 North Diamond Street, downtown Mansfield. We're building our future with you.
All right, welcome back to Scott Bailey Memorial Field. Here with just 2 minutes and 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Crestview still leading 40-14, but Mapleton did just tack on a touchdown. On the kickoff, it'll be picked up by Tyson Ringler. Not sure what's going on with the Cougars, but he's going to come out to the right and just go down in bounds. Cougars will take over at about the 26-yard line. Looks like Crestview is attempting to get something together, try and get as many of these 14 seniors on the field as they can, looks like. We'll see what Crestview comes out in. Waiting to see. Be a timeout, Crestview. I think there was a little confusion there on what they were doing. I don't think they were necessarily ready to go there, just because they're kind of changing personnel. I think trying to get as many of these seniors on the field as you can. You know, this is their last home game. You want to try and get them out on the field as best you can. Looks like we have a jersey swap here as well. Looks like Lincoln Emery's changing numbers here. He's going to go from 36 to 63. So he flip-flop those numbers, and he's still got a 3 and a 6 on his jersey. Going from tight end to line here. Which, that's a great thing by Coach Howardale, trying to get as many of these guys in the game. That's just the right thing to do here on, this last game of their senior year. So Tyson Ringler will actually line up as quarterback here, going back to his middle school days. And he's going to hand the ball off to Marcus Chasey, and he's going to have a nice run. Looks like he's going to get about 6 or 7 yards. Chasey hasn't got a lot of carries on the season, but when he has had chances, he is averaging just a little over 7 yards a carry. So, he's been very effective in his chances. All right, we got another senior running in the play. Logan Fridges plays a lot on defense. Haven't seen him a ton on offense. Cougars coming out. In the eye. Handoff to number 25, Gavin Barker, for another 2 or 3 yards. You know, credit to Gavin Barker here. This is his 47th start, if I'm not mistaken. He started every game since his freshman year. And that includes being on both of Crestview's 12-1 playoff teams when they were really good. You know, he was a starting center on those teams. All right, Crestview here at 3rd and 1. See if they can get a first down. Kind of ice this game away. It'll be Chasey again. Up the middle. Big run from Chasey here. Lassoed down by Conroy. That's a nice long run there for Chasey. You can see right through the middle, breaks a couple arm tackles, and then just keeps running hard. You know, that's going to be about a 18-yard gain for him. All right, with a minute left here, Cougars kind of have their choice of what they want to do here. All right, looks like we're in victory formation for the Cougars. Gonna take the knee. Cougars gonna have to take one more knee here to finish the game off. All right, that will do it for this one. Final score is going to be 40-14, Crestview over Mapleton. Stay right here, and we'll be back soon with the MVP interview.
Contractors and do-it-yourselfers, this is Jeff Flowers from Home and Kitchen Supply, here to remind you that we are your best source for kitchens, baths, windows, doors, floors, and more. Quality products, friendly service, great prices. You owe it to yourself to give us a try. You will be glad you did. That's Home and Kitchen Supply, 163 North Diamond Street, downtown Mansfield. We're building our future with you.
Instead of paying for some big-name spokesperson, Casasa Checking gives that money back to you in cash rewards. In fact, you just bought me this cup of coffee. See how that works? Amazing! Free checking, cash rewards. Take back banking with Casasa.
Who's got your case? Be smart. Get Rinehardt. If you get hurt, we get you back in the game. We know that getting the job done is what matters. Be smart. Get Rinehardt.
lights, let's go.
Friday night lights. Get hype, it's Friday night. Friday night lights. Get hype, here we go now. Friday night lights. Get hype, it's Friday night. Friday night lights. Get hype, here we go now.
Tonight's live and free high school game was brought to you by Simonson Construction. Services from concept to completion, we can help you plan, refine your vision, and build a path for success. By 89 Homes and Building Improvements. Building homes earning trust since 1979. Baker's Pizza in Bucyrus. The place to go after every local game or to watch your favorite team in action. Come and join us and check out our pizzas of the month. By Shakley Mechanical. It's that time of year. Schedule your furnace inspection and maintenance with Shakley Mechanical today. By Rinehardt Injury Attorneys and by Sutton Bank. Earn the cash reward of your choice for doing simple activities with Casasa. We'll wrap things up and have your MVP interview when we return.
Contractors and do-it-yourselfers, this is Jeff Flowers from Home and Kitchen Supply, here to remind you that we are your best source for kitchens, baths, windows, doors, floors, and more. Quality products, friendly service, great prices. You owe it to yourself to give us a try. You will be glad you did. That's Home and Kitchen Supply, 163 North Diamond Street, downtown Mansfield. We're building our future with you.
Instead of paying for some big-name spokesperson, Casasa Checking gives that money back to you in cash rewards. In fact, you just bought me this cup of coffee. See how that works? Amazing! Free checking, cash rewards. Take back banking with Casasa.
Who's got your case? Be smart. Get Rinehardt. If you get
Home and Kitchen Supply, we're building our future with you.
Contractors and do-it-yourselfers, this is Jeff Flowers from Home and Kitchen Supply, here to remind you that we are your best source for kitchens, baths, windows, doors, floors, and more. Quality products, friendly service, great prices. You owe it to yourself to give us a try. You will be glad you did. That's Home and Kitchen Supply, 163 North Diamond Street, downtown Mansfield. We're building our future with you.
They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. You've been playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. Playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. So it's time to make a change. Yeah, it's time to break the chains. Yeah, it's time to bring the pain. Let them know, tell them we are not the same. I'm the one that got the flames. With my team, but you know we come to slay. Let them know that we didn't come to play. Nah, we came to win. I'm ready for anything that they can bring. Bring it on, let me do my thing. I'm a giant, they can move the king. If you never risk it, then you never know. If it's holding you back, you gotta let it go. You gotta give it all you gotta let them know. You are on another level, you are ruthless. Switch it up, it's the new flex. Ruthless, ruthless. Time to go hard and put your game face on. Ruthless, ruthless. This is the moment movies get based on. This is the moment movies get based on. Fire in the bones, watch me fire up the songs. Let it burn 'em, burn 'em, burn 'em. Got the fire in the bones. Our desires, they become who we are. We go hard, giving up, no we're not. Yeah, the first step is showing up. Now we're here blowing up. If you never risk it, then you never know. If it's holding you back, you gotta let it go. You gotta give it all you gotta let them know. You are on another level, you are ruthless. Switch it up, it's the new flex. Ruthless, ruthless. If you never risk it, then you never know. If it's holding you back, you gotta let it go.
here with the post-game MVP interview. Tonight we have the entire Crestview offensive line paving the way for 6 touchdowns for the Cougars. Seniors here, we got Jeremy Leber, Mason Ponchell, Lincoln Emery, and Chris Moore. Fellas, how's it feel to get a win in your last game here at Crestview?
Feels amazing. All the years, the work that we put in feels just great.
Yeah, I'm going to piggyback off that. It's amazing. It's awesome.
Great job. Looking back on this, guys, how's it feel to get a win in your rivalry game?
Feels really nice, especially how they beat us last year, like bad. So it felt nice just to come back and beat them even worse than they beat us last year.
We took this game. We had playoff implications, so win or lose. If you lose, you go home. You win, we're in the playoffs. So we were really taking this week serious, and it's nice to get a win over the rival.
And looking forward, looks like we do have a Week 11 coming to Crestview Country. What does it feel like knowing you're going to be in the playoffs and looking forward? What do we have planned?
Feels amazing. I mean, I've been lucky to be blessed with now going to be 7 extra playoff games, and it just feels amazing to have one more.
All right. That is your game MVP. And thanks once again to Baker's Pizza. And great game, fellas, and great season.
Home and kitchen supply. We're building our future with you.
Contractors and do-it-yourselfers, this is Jeff Flowers from Home and Kitchen Supply, here to remind you that we are your best source for kitchens, baths, windows, doors, floors, and more. Quality products, friendly service, great prices. You owe it to yourself to give us a try. You will be glad you did. That's Home and Kitchen Supply, 163 North Diamond Street, downtown Mansfield. We're building our future with you.
Instead of paying for some big-name spokesperson, Casasa Checking gives that money back to you in cash rewards. In fact, you just bought me this cup of coffee. See how that works? Amazing! Free checking, cash rewards. Take back banking with Casasa.
All right, here Jordan Landis wrapping things up from the Scott Bailey Memorial Field as the Crestview Cougars come away with a 40-14 win over the rival Mounties. And it looks like a Week 11 here for the Cougars, and we are off and set to go.